Welcome back to Utaghs, your not so serious source in the Utah photography industry. This episode's going to be a little bit more casual and lighthearted. Ellie, it's been a while. What have you been up to?
I have had some really fun projects lately that I'm working on. One of them is I have you worked with Diamond Event Intent?
I have, yeah.
Okay, so they acquired a new company called Vault Rentals, and they're based out of Park City. Well, we did an awesome styled shoot at Lakai yesterday.
Oh, that would have been so pretty.
It was gorgeous, and upon arrival, I am greeted by this massive peacock that I affectionately named Kevin.
They have a few there. Okay, Kevin's cute. Was it the colored one or the white one?
The colored one is Kevin, and then I had another colored one named Fred, and then the white one remains unnamed, but I was in awe of him because have you ever seen an albino peacock before?
Only at Lakai, honestly, and they're so pretty.
Oh yeah, and it's mating season, so they were on full display. These
Oh,
men
cute.
were, I don't know, they were like making their screechy sounds and all fanned out as this one little dainty lady strutted around between the two of them.
Oh, that's so funny. They're so pretty. Did they
So
have
cute.
swans running around this time too?
They had one. Her name is Juliet, and she's massive, and she would honk at you. And then she fell asleep as we were moving in all the furniture, just fully up against the glass during all the commotion, asleep.
Oh,
And
that's
she,
cute.
but I kept talking to her all day, and I loved her. But Lakai was magical. We had overcast skies, so it was very beautiful, and we shot inside the atrium.
That'd be so pretty. I've only shot at the chateau.
I've never shot at the chateau. That's on the
I've
bucket list, though.
I've never been inside of it though, only just the outside.
I've been inside of it for a market. Okay, we need with our powers combined, we could have one full Lakai experience.
We should make
But no,
that happen.
it was such a fun session. Everybody who is on the team at Vault and Diamond Event 10 are just the nicest people on the planet.
And they have such good inventory too, so many options of literally everything you could need.
Yes, and they just so the vault they have really like high-end furnishings, lighting, and some really unique options that I think brides are really gonna love. So I'm excited for those photos to be done so I can show you guys.
Yeah,
But
I'm excited to see them.
I talked to Duncan yesterday, and he is like the sales manager guy and nicest man on the planet. Holy cow, we love him. And he would be totally willing to come on the podcast and talk with us one day, which I think would be
That
so
would be
fun.
fun.
He he's just genuinely the nicest person. Every time you meet him, he's so down to earth and just wants to help create beautiful things. So we definitely need to have him.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd love to hear about like the experience from the event rentals side of things too.
They have their hand in everybody's cookie jar, like trying to help out in plan styled shoots because we really can't stage a project without furnishings.
Yeah.
So Duncan, we'd love to have you.
So
Okay, what
for
have you been working on,
me,
Shannon?
the past few days, I have shot my first all film session and I
Ooh.
haven't gotten the photos back yet, but it was so much fun and just like being creative with the mindset of, okay, I only get one shot kind of to like take this photo. It
Hmm.
was such a different experience and I feel like I'm gonna love that just offering all film engagement sessions in the future.
Do you feel like you had to be way more intentional with the moments you captured?
Definitely. And I do love the candid moments too, but I did try to push myself to do more of like traditional kind of posing for them just to see how I like how it turned out.
What's your go-to pose for a couple?
So I always start off with just like ring shots just to get them settled, I guess, if they, especially if they've never had photos taken before. But I know the typical like the girl hugging around the guy's back and the guy looking back, looking down at her. It's definitely overdone, but I feel like that's my favorite. It's just such like an intimate connection type of photo. I think it's beautiful and it's timeless.
And that's a really good way to get them comfortable before you like segue into more involved moments.
Yeah, comfortable in front of the camera and comfortable with me and I think it's a good segue into getting more creative.
Nice. What locations were you at?
We just went to Memory Grove, so just next to the Capitol building.
I love that park. I didn't even know about that place until last year.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
beautiful in the springtime. They have like lilac bushes and
Ooh.
roses everywhere. It's so pretty.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I
Yeah,
haven't been there
so
when it's
I'm
in
really
full bloom.
excited to see how all that turns out and share the photos.
Oh, I'm excited to see you doing more film work. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Another thing, I just have to mention it because it's so funny. I have this amazing, amazing client. We did her engagements last year and then we had her wedding, and we were going to do bridals after the wedding. That was her choice at a different location. She ended up getting pregnant.
Oh,
So bridals kind of went the way of the dodo. And instead, she opted for a maternity session, but not just any maternity session. We were going junk food maternity session.
classic.
So I rolled up to her house. Her and I have become really good friends at this point, and she had all of the wrappers from like her cravings. She had a pickle jar, and this is the bride who had a pickle fountain at her wedding. So I knew that
A
pickles were in.
pickle fountain?
Oh my gosh, the whole place smelled like vinegar, but it was so
I could
her and
imagine.
iconic.
That's so fun.
It worked out beautifully. And so I knew pickles would be an integral part of her maternity session. So she was drinking the pickle juice, having pickles, and then we had like McDonald's bags and sauces that were open and flaming hot Cheetos. And then she's wearing a pair of sweatpants, is sitting on top of a yoga ball with a Modelo t-shirt on.
Oh my gosh, that's iconic.
So I was using my flash system, and we had one a key light on her, and then we had purple ambient light to set the scene.
Yeah.
And these are some of the most epic, hilarious, perfectly tailored maternity photos to this client ever. And I'm so excited to share them with you guys
She's
later.
probably so excited to share those photos with her family too, because it feels like her.
Oh yeah, and she's a comedian by trade.
Oh,
And
yeah, for sure
so
then.
she'll do anything for the punchline, and I love that about her. And it seriously, just like the ideal client. And I am so happy that she's just like, yeah, wearing a pretty gown and throwing it around doesn't really seem like me. And I'm like, I'm glad you didn't do something that didn't
Yeah,
feel
that would,
like
I
you.
feel like that would make her uncomfortable not being in her element
Yeah.
compared from like the fluffy gown, beautiful location to like pickles and McDonald's wrappers.
Oh, so great. And don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for a good dress throw, but if it doesn't feel like your personality, please don't put on a facade for your moments.
Yeah, and that goes for any session, honestly. I would rather you have like engagement photos that are like JC Penney style if that's what you're into.
Agreed. Okay, so we're going to try something new for this episode, and we are going to actually talk about wedding day horror stories, embarrassing stories, and just in general, tales to be told about the photography industry.
All right, let's get into it. I posted on my story asking you to give me all of your dirty stories, your most inconvenient moments, and we are going to read them off to each other. I'm so excited for you to hear the few that I do have.
I'm also going to share a few of my own experiences because goodness knows I have quite a few.
Okay, starting off strong with a bride. So my wedding day was nearly perfect until I broke my wrist 30 minutes before the end of the night on the dance floor and had to go straight to the ER. I had to cancel my mini honeymoon, which was luckily a local destination before the real honeymoon. My husband had been
Oh,
perfect about it, but I'm still so upset.
oh no. That's not how you want to start your marriage with a broken
That
wrist.
sucks. On your actual wedding day, too, like you have to leave your party to go to the ER.
Oh, poor girl. That hurts my heart.
Never broken a bone, but I can imagine like how excruciating that would be and how embarrassing that would be.
Okay, I've never broken a bone either. Look at us. But I would probably be mortified if that happened to me on my wedding day.
Right? I
But
wonder how it happened. Like, was she doing the bouquet toss?
no, just getting down on the dance floor, I'm sure. But either way, she has a really good story,
That's true. It's very memorable.
to say the least. You have scars, literally. Okay, I guess I'm next. I will share what somebody submitted to me. This photographer says, I forgot my spare batteries, and the one I had ran out just before the speeches. I had to get in a cab, get home, pick up the batteries I left on the charge, and get the same cab back. I was missing from the wedding for about an hour. The venue staff were delaying speeches as much as possible. Oh goodness, that's a reoccurring nightmare dream that I have.
That's
Is that
terrifying. But also, I hope you had a second shooter.
yes, here's hoping. Oh my gosh. But A plus to the venue staff that were helping delay and keeping everybody fed while you were gone.
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely. I'm always like triple checking everything. Even on the way to the wedding, I will have my backpack up front with me and I'm constantly looking through it.
Same. I have to keep touching mine just to be like, you're full, right? And then neurotically charging all of my batteries and double checking that they're at 100%. Good thing it was a short cab ride. And that your cab waited for you. That's a huge deal. I
Oh,
can't imagine
right.
if they'd driven off and you had to wait for a new one. Ugh.
And good thing, did you mention like the batteries were full when they picked them up? Because do they have to let them charge again?
Oh, that's a good question. Hopefully they were just on the charging station. Hopefully. Well, thank you for sharing your story.
Another one from a bride. My stepdad and I were planning to do a father-daughter dance because he's been my dad since I was a teenager. I was also doing one with my biological dad. They were both walking me down the aisle, and my mom got so wasted, like 2 days before the wedding, screaming and yelling, accusing my stepdad of cheating on her while we were practicing our dance, mind you. And she threw him out of the house. I was so scared there was going to be a massive blow up at the wedding and asked my mom not to drink. Then she got drunk at the wedding, of course, anyway, and started mouthing off at my biological dad, only to get taken home by my stepdad. Now, my mom and stepdad are divorcing, and I get to have pictures of the man who cheated on my mom, confirmed, walk me down the aisle.
Oh no.
That's so
Oh
sad.
no, that's devastating.
And the mom obviously knew. Getting walked down the aisle by a person you love and then just having that be tainted, I couldn't imagine.
Also, I'm just sorry because you loved him lots, and for that to just blow up during your wedding, that's terrible.
Right? Oh, I
Oh,
feel really bad for her.
I know, I'm so sorry. That's all I can say. That's just, that's devastating for your whole family. What
Yeah.
a tainted memory. I apologize.
Hopefully he's not in all of the photos.
Yeah. Uh, this is why we put like boyfriends, girlfriends, or people that are not blood related on the end of pictures so we can edit
Yeah.
them out.
But I guess, like, if he's been her dad since she was a teenager, you guess you wouldn't expect it.
Also, you walked her down the aisle, so he's in all those like core memories. Ugh.
That's so horrible on his part, too. Like, don't do that.
Just be good people. Don't let your drama interfere with your loved one's big days.
Right.
Good
Or just
grief.
just don't do it. Don't cheat.
No, yeah, well, yeah. The bar is in the basement, Shannon. Common sense, people. Please use it. Please. For the love of all that is holy.
So this one's from a photographer. I shot an intimate wedding one time with this couple, and it was both of their second marriages. Their first wedding, they had both gotten married in a temple to their first partners, but got divorced. They had since left the church, and this wedding was not a temple wedding. For some reason, they had their parents' bishop officiate the wedding, and once everyone was gathered, the first thing the bishop said was, I am incredibly disappointed you two are not getting married in the temple. We will see how this goes. Silence. It was so terrible.
Oh, immediately no.
That's
What?
crazy. Also, I didn't know that bishops marry people outside of the temple.
I actually got married by a bishop outside of the temple because I
Oh.
married someone who wasn't a member of the church. So,
Oh, okay. That
for
makes sense.
anybody listening, Utah, the Mormon religion, you get married inside of a temple, and it's not a bishop who marries you, it's a temple worker who does, who's that's his whole job,
Okay,
basically.
good to know because I mean, I don't know anything about temple
No,
weddings, really.
no. Utah Mormon culture here to help. But So when you're getting married outside of the temple, you can have any officiant, a family member, anybody, but a person of authority is a bishop for just like any church building. Any bishop can marry you. And I guess it's just like a pastor who can marry you,
Okay.
or any member of the
Just
clergy.
any officiant.
Any officiant, yeah. And so you can ask a friend that's a bishop because they're technically ordained to marry you. But for him to put his own biases into the ceremony
Right?
is just diabolical.
I wonder how many guests there were and like what the reactions were.
Oh, it's a good, if it's people who like used to be Mormon, it's probably a massive guest list. So you're looking at like 200 plus people just staring in awkwardness at this bishop.
Honestly,
Oh,
like I can't put myself in their situation because I didn't grow up LDS or a Mormon or anything, but I would probably think it was funny.
oh. If I were the mom, I'd be like, and you're excused. I need you to sign this license and then see yourself out. Thank you for technically being here. I will conduct the rest.
For technically being here.
Good grief. Oh, that hurts my heart. These are sad, Shannon.
I know, there's some good ones, but
Oh,
we're
this
starting
was
off strong.
this is supposed to be lighthearted, and now I'm just depressed.
They call it
Okay,
horror stories for a reason, I guess.
okay, so I guess I'll share one of mine. Mine's more just like embarrassing because it's me.
Okay, do it. I want to hear.
So I have a problem where my mouth gets ahead of my brain sometimes.
I already know this story.
Yeah, I know.
No, I can guess which one it is.
I know. Okay, I will say thankfully this happened at a styled shoot and not at a wedding. Or else I'd see myself out. But what happened was, I also need to note that I'm a child of like the early 2000s. That's when I was in high school. And we had some really bad phrases that are just silly. But one of them, okay, I'll just tell you the story. So we are doing a styled shoot, and we have a couple, a real life couple who are darling, and they were modeling for us. And we had this fun setup, and there's probably about 6 photographers at this time. And I had just finished with another couple, and I walk over to come shoot this couple, and everybody's lined up, and I'm in the back, and the guy has a button-up t-shirt, and he forgot his slack pants, so he was already in like camo jeans. So the vibe, she was in a bridal dress, he's in very casual, and they go to unbutton his shirt, and I'm like, yay! Touch his chesticles. Chest. I said chest. But, nobody heard that. They heard the other word. And so I got about 6 photographers turning around and looking at me like, what did you just say? And I was like, oh my
Mind you,
God.
they were all like 20, 21, so they had never heard the phrase chesticles before.
Oh, I'm just an old lady whose mouth got her in trouble.
I wish I could have, like, I was there, but I was in a different group, and I so wish I could have just watched the look on their face when they heard you say that.
I immediately turned around and just walked away, and I was like, I can't make eye contact with anybody.
What did the models hear you?
Oh, I'm sure, but they were so young. Like, they're even younger.
They just, they full on ignore you. Like, what did that lady just say to me?
Oh my gosh. Never to be talked to ever again. Never to be hired. Oh, mortifying. Yeah,
That's so
definitely
funny.
not my finest moment. The first time I admitted this to Shannon, I was wheezing from laughing out of being embarrassed.
It's so funny though.
So don't ever say that. Chesticles is not a commonly used word. Oh, okay, go Shannon. Tell me something else.
Okay, another one from a bride. So, we had a photo booth at our reception. The photo booth had a little text at the bottom of each picture with the bride and groom's names and the wedding date. These were texted to your phone when you used the photo booth. They didn't print them out, but the photo booth had my name wrong. It said Jessica when my name is Amy, and they didn't catch it until the next day.
Oh,
That
hate it when that happens.
sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Like all of those memories and stuff, and like, oh, who's Jessica?
It's me, Jessica. That's all I'm hearing in my head.
Again, we are mid 30s.
Oh my God. Oh, well, you know what? That's just a funny story. That's harmless.
Later.
You just crop that photo next time and get
Okay,
the name out
honestly,
of
that's
it.
a good idea.
You're
Yeah,
like,
to
that's
crop
fine.
it out.
Just zoom in just a smidgen, you'll be fine. Okay, I have a horror story from a model.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is at a collab shoot, a male photographer asked me to wear furry handcuffs. I
Oh,
declined, but he did get me to hold the stuffed animal later. I asked him to take the public link off the photos and he blocked me. Also,
what?
lots of AI editing. I'm more picky about collabs now.
Oh no. I wonder what
Yeah.
he edited.
Yeah.
And why are male photographers like that?
Why?
Not all of
You're
them. I have a lot of male photographer friends, but some of them are just really creepy.
No, but there's a stereotype of like the creepy male photographer that only shoots women half naked.
Yep. Or in
That
like the skimpiest swimsuits ever when there's
yeah.
no water around.
Um I'm glad you learned from this experience.
The last episode too of Mama Longlegs having to do her due diligence.
Oh my gosh, with hiring male photographers, of course,
Yeah.
you have to vet them so they're not creeps coming to the photo shoot. If okay, this is a warning to all you models out there. If you are a female and you're going to be shooting with a male photographer, bring a friend or somebody
Yes.
with you always if it's you meeting them for the first time.
I think that
Or
needs to be industry standard.
oh yes, and then or you can look them up in like the public forums for models or ask other photographers that you trust if they've heard of them. If not, probably just like ghost them.
Yeah.
Keep yourself safe out there. The world's a creepy place.
Yeah, the photos, potential photos aren't worth your safety.
Yeah.
Definitely don't. Make
No,
sure you
no.
bring someone.
Or don't go at all.
Just don't go.
I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad you learned from it and never have been in a compromising position again.
From a groom. Oh no. Okay, trigger warning. This is kind of gross, but I projectile vomited into my new wife's mouth during our first dance because I was overheated in my suit, dehydrated, and there were 85 people staring at me. LOL. So there's that.
In sickness and in health.
That, oh my gosh, if I was the bride, I think I'd throw up too. What do you do? Like,
Oh, no.
take the jacket off.
Yeah, sir, you have the option to remove clothing.
Oh, that sucks. That's sad and disgusting. But thanks for
Oh,
sharing.
oh, nope, can't do that. That's the end of the party, right? Like, you can't recover from that.
No. Yeah, I
No.
don't know. And being like somebody at the wedding, I'm sure people were filming the first dance. Like, delete
Oh,
that.
all I'm seeing is pitch perfect.
I've
Just,
never seen Pitch Perfect.
oh, just violent vomit onto a person. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, well, you.
Ali, do you have any more personal stories you would like to share?
Unfortunately, yes.
Let's hear
Um,
it.
okay, so this is just a cautionary tale about when you have a wedding, be so picky about your bridesmaids and groomsmen that you ask to participate because this wedding, oh, I really knew nothing going into this. I'm a fresh baby photographer. I'm probably like a year and a half in. And I'm doing this wedding and her bridesmaids, one of them, I had been getting awesome dance pictures the entire night of her and this gentleman, and they were having the best time, and the bride's having a great time with them. And then later on in the night, as the drinks had been flowing, I noticed that the bride and this bridesmaid had been missing.
Oh no.
Well, comes to find out, the bride is locking her inside the bridal suite because the man she has been dancing with the entire night, that is not her husband.
Okay, was he just like some random guy? Or did she
He was,
know him?
I think he was just one of the groomsmen.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know these people. I don't know the dynamics. So of course I'm just getting really fun dancing pictures of her just being all up on this guy because I think they're a couple.
Right.
No,
Yeah, why would you think otherwise?
yeah, no, her husband had been there and he had left maybe an hour prior.
Okay, that's crazy, but good on the bride for being like, "Hey, let's not do this."
Yeah, so the bride was trying to get her to sober up because this girl, she had been dancing on tables. She was
Oh
wilding
my
out.
gosh.
And so I feel bad because, like, of course, I edited the gallery, but a lot of the pictures are her with this guy, even in the background of shots.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's crazy.
Yep. So that's my cautionary tale and horror story from a wedding is, yeah, don't do that, or else it's gonna get caught on camera, and that's all your bride's gonna have.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm happy the bride put a hard stop to that.
Oh my gosh, yes, but the heebie-jeebies. Just be good people, folks. This goes back to the dad who walked his stepdaughter down the aisle. Don't be a jerk on the wedding day.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you know there's going to be photos to prove everything.
I am the evidence keeper.
We have the receipts.
Ugh, don't make me don't make me have to divulge things that I'm not aware of.
Okay, that kind of brings me into a horror story of my own.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I had this bride, she had a micro wedding. It was just, I want to say like 12 to 15 guests. But so they're from out of state. I don't know these people. I didn't get the chance to meet them beforehand, and they refused to get on a Zoom call with me or like anything. I had minimal information. So the ceremony runs great, everything's fine. We get to the family session part with just like the bride and groom family photos. And I was placing people around based on like who they were standing by. There were a few older people. I assumed they were parents because the rest were significantly younger. So I was pairing them together and I was like, okay, now like the bride, your mom and dad hold hands. So I positioned these two people together and told them to hold hands. And come to find out, it was the opposite parent. Like it was the bride's mom and the groom's dad. And they didn't say anything to me. Like they just went along with it. And the other spouses were on the other side. I'm like, why did nobody say anything until I
Correctly.
delivered the gallery? And she's like, did you get any of my parents together? I'm like, yeah, like I got a lot of them together. And it wasn't her parents. It was her mom with the groom's dad.
Why did nobody say anything? You're
I
like,
don't know.
y'all.
They were
And why did
literally
they act
just
like that was totally normal?
yeah, nobody said a word. And like good thing I didn't ask them to kiss or something. Like
Oh my god.
I don't know, but I
They
was just
probably.
like so confused when she asked that. And when I pointed it out, because I'm like, yeah, look at this file number, like that's your parents. She's like, no.
Madam, the time to correct that was then, not now.
And when I call out like bride's mom and dad, why did those two step up?
Yeah, why?
I don't
And
know.
also, what's going through their head as they're looking through these images?
Right. Or like me, like as a spouse, if my husband was up there holding hands with like the other mom, I would obviously say something like, hey, do you want me there instead?
I might just let it play out because I think it's hilarious.
Your husband would be so uncomfortable.
He'd be deeply uncomfortable. If everybody had a good sense of humor, I would think that's hilarious. But if
Right?
this is like a really just a sweet passive family that it was a complete accident
They
and they
must
didn't know
have
how to
been.
correct
And I'm like,
you.
with that small of a group, they were all just standing there watching me take the pictures. So I don't know.
I'm going with they were all in on the joke and just didn't tell the bride.
Honestly, maybe. I don't know. All right, on to the next one. This one's from a venue owner. She says, the bride told me they were going to have 80 people planned to set for that amount, and over 140 guests show up.
What?
How do you even accommodate that?
You
Like,
can't.
that's almost double. Like,
You're gonna
did you
run out
not
of
give like
food.
a head count for dinner?
Yeah, food's gone. Oh my goodness, that's wild.
Yeah. And like, as a venue owner, like, what if your venue doesn't hold that many people?
Fire code.
Yeah.
Wild. So RSVPs need to be mandatory.
Yeah, you would think that was like a given, but I guess if you're planning a wedding, make sure you have an accurate head count.
This next one comes from somebody who follows our Utah page. We love you.
Yay.
And it says, I had a wedding called off mid sealing, which a sealing is a ceremony. So mid ceremony, the wedding stopped.
I need more context to this. Like, why?
Did somebody just get major cold feet and abandon ship?
I mean, maybe. For the ceiling, though, like, are people in there with you, or is it just the two
Oh,
of you?
no, you pack your family in close and they are not big rooms.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if it was maybe a family member that interjected.
That's not, they don't really offer that.
Oh,
So ooh, I don't know. Maybe they got freaked out by the process and just left.
it could be. Yeah, we need some more context on that.
There's a big emphasis on eternity when you're getting sealed in the Mormon religion. So, I'd understand if
Maybe
you.
they were just super young too. I could see them being like 18, 19, and then they're like, oh, what are we doing?
Nope. Just nope yourself right out of there. Oh, but you know what? I gotta say kudos, because that's a lot of pressure. And if you decide to just like call it right then and there, that takes
Yeah.
cojones.
All I'm thinking of is like married at first sight type situation.
Not too far off for LDS couples, but
I watch too much reality TV.
I've never seen it.
Never, none of the
Never.
seasons.
None of it.
You need to binge watch it.
Girl, I only watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because I think it's a funny study on Utah culture.
I've never seen that or any of the episodes, but
Yep, that's it. That's the one thing. Which, especially right now, Shannon, you should hop on that wagon because there is chaos.
yeah, I heard about all the drama.
Do we talk about it?
Maybe I'll have to like catch up on everything and then we'll do a whole episode of everything we think about the secret lives of Mormon wives
And how it pertains to Utah.
and
But
what is
here's the
realistic and what's not, probably.
But you know what? We can make it pull into like this industry because a couple of them do model.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
could see that. Like I've seen photos of them on like billboards and stuff, but I
Yeah, a
don't know any
couple
of their names.
a couple of them have done like campaigns for like a fashion brand, and then one of them is pursuing modeling as a career.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so hey, we can talk about it. Look at that segue.
Right? Okay, I have one last one.
Okay.
So this one is just from a wedding guest. When I was a kid, we went to a family wedding one time and my parents were fighting. My mother, when she gets mad, refuses to eat, refuses to smile, and refuses to acknowledge the presence of anyone else around her. My father kept bringing her water and small things like crackers, cupcakes, etc. And she passed out on the dance floor due to lack of hydration, and she had to be taken to the ER.
Is she 5?
She's throwing a tantrum.
Oh my gosh, that's how my children act. Like
That would make
3
me
years
so
ago.
mad.
That's
Yeah,
the protesting rules of a toddler.
just thinking about my mom refusing to eat or drink to the point of where she's passing out at someone's wedding. Like, does it really have to be about you?
Yeah. Ew. I'm sorry that your mom did that to you. I hope you were able to just kind of like, man, that's mom, and move on with
Yeah,
your
at
day.
least it wasn't their wedding. Like, it's a family member's wedding, but
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
still.
But yucky. That just. Shannon, this episode is making me sad.
All these horror stories are making me sad. Like, I was thinking it was going to be like some funny ones in there, but you guys are
This is.
scared.
Thank you for trauma dumping with us today. I don't know what to do with this episode, Shannon. I don't know how I feel about it.
I look up on Reddit. Let me see if I can find some more lighthearted
It
ones.
just seems so sad. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment, Shannon?
Honestly, I don't think so.
What?
Just just that family member thingy. But I've never had anything like crazy happen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so along with my mouth getting me in trouble, I'm also just clumsy as heck, and I have definitely fallen down hills several times.
Oh no.
Just like my foot catches or I step in a gopher hole or something. Well, I slid down a hill pretty bad and I landed on my side, but I still had my camera and I just pulled it up to my face and got a different angle. I was like, this will work.
This is fine.
This is fine. This is fine. And then I had another one where I completely biffed it down a hill and ripped my pants clean open.
Oh,
The best part is I did not realize until I got into my car.
oh, that sucks.
So
You couldn't even hide it.
yeah, well, I didn't know, and they were flowy pants, and so I was like, I couldn't. I was like, I don't know, I don't notice anything differently. Thankfully, my couple, I mean, they should have told me, but they didn't, and that's fine. But we finished the session and everything was okay. All right, Shannon, thank you for reading all of those horror stories. I'm sorry that everything was such a downer. Good grief.
We'll try this again in the future. You guys maybe submit some more funny stories to keep it a little more light and not sad.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to have to go call my therapist after this next time. But Shannon, can you tell people where to find you?
Sure. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Shannon Farrell Photography. On TikTok, it's just Shannon Farrell Photo.
And you can find me at Allie Montemayor Photography across all platforms. Thanks, y'all, for joining us.
Bye.